Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Ezinne Ehirim. If you're getting to know me for the first time, I am a YouTuber based here in Abuja, Nigeria. This is a vlog, obviously, and I just needed to share my story with you guys concerning how my growing up was living with my dad. Yeah, not just growing up with my dad alone. I grew up with my dad and my mom, but my relationship with my dad is exactly what I'm about to share with you guys. I'm not gonna tell you guys the whole story, because there are loads and loads of stories to share with you guys concerning my growing up as a little girl with my parents. But my relationship with my dad was a hassle. It was a hassle relating with my dad. My dad was just so difficult to please. Minor mistakes were problems for my dad. I am coming. I know you'll just be thinking, this girl, what are you even saying? Of course, it's your dad. Your dad has every right. Of course, my dad has every right. I struggled having a decent relationship with my dad. And to my best of knowledge, it wasn't from my end at all. It was not just me. It bothered both my mom and my brother. My dad's style of discipline was always overboard. And it made my life a living hell. Most times, I was always thinking of where to run to because it felt like everything was always a problem for my dad in the house. You might be thinking I'm exaggerating, right? Okay, I'm coming. My reading, a problem. The way I eat was a problem for my dad. It was not just only me. Laughing could be a problem for my dad. The way you laugh could be a problem. The way you talk could be a problem. Everything. Should I continue? Prayers couldn't stop him at all. You know, when something becomes a problem to you as a little girl, I could remember growing up, they would tell you whatever your problem is, you should tender it to God. Yes, I had to tender my dad to God. Just for him to change. And guys, guess what? He never changed. He never changed. I'm coming. I know you're there judging me, right? My dad traumatized me so immensely that I was thinking of where to run to. If there was actually a place to run to, I could have run out of the house. Yeah. Because it was a lot to bear. Okay guys, story time. One day in my SS2, there was a time in my SS2 because I lived in a boarding house all throughout my secondary school days. So I could remember very vividly. In my SS2, I traveled home because it was actually one of the holidays, something like probably midterm or thereabouts. I can't be sure, but I know I traveled from school back home. And anytime I'm home, I don't feel right. I don't feel okay. You know, when you feel better when you're outside the house than being at home. That was my story. That particular day was on Sunday. I've been home for some days before that particular Sunday. And that Sunday, because in my house, we are not allowed to touch anything. It was like, I always tell my mom that growing up was like living in a military barrack. We were not allowed to touch anything. When I mean not touching anything, I mean we are not allowed to touch the remote. We are not allowed to switch on the TV. We are not, if it was just us, I would say, okay, no problem. My mom inclusive is crazy, man. It's crazy. We are not allowed to switch on the radio. We are not allowed to touch this switch. We weren't allowed to switch off the lights or turn it on. It was a lot of rules. So that fateful Sunday afternoon, thereabouts, my dad was ironing. His clothes. And of course, he turned on the iron, and turned on the table fan. Because back then we had a table fan. So he was ironing and he has his woofer on. He was playing music because my dad is a lover of music. So he was playing music and it was loud. And because of the way he behaves, nobody loves to relate with him. We are never around him to gist and do all those good stuff. We just love staying just by ourselves or staying with our mom. And that particular day, unfortunately, while he was still ironing, the light was interrupted. If you're a Nigerian, you understand. NEPA took the light. NEPA took the light, and guess what? My over meticulous dad, my perfectionist father, forgot to turn off the table fan. He actually unplugged the iron, and of course finished up with the iron because obviously the light was interrupted, and he left. And that day went by, and those days restoring the lights could take 12 hours depending on their mood. They can decide to bring it probably the following day, and but that particular day the light was restored, of course the following day, but early in the morning. It was restored probably around 5 or thereabouts, because we actually came out 6 a.m. in the morning to do morning devotion as usual. And when we came out, the table fan was rotating. It was turned on automatically because it wasn't switched off. And this is where I want you guys to listen. That morning, immediately we came out, the first thing my dad did was to start asking who turned on the table fan. And everybody was confused, because how could you even forget that you turned this on and forgot? Nobody goes close to the fan or any appliance in the house. You actually went there, you didn't switch it off, you have forgotten, and you're asking us. Of course, everybody said it's not them. My dad fled. See, it is one thing to ask questions in the morning, but Chiona, can we finish the morning devotion? No, we didn't finish the morning devotion. You started interrogating. It was actually an interrogation. That's early in the morning. Your mind couldn't go back a little bit to know if you actually turned this on. But no, even my mom was already telling him that you were the one that used this fan last, and there was no light all throughout the night. You used it while my dad said it's a lie, that he's very sure. My dad said it's a lie, that he's very sure that he switched off the light, that he turned off the fan. It didn't stop there. If you're very conversant with the lantern that we usually use while growing up, my dad threw that lantern on me. When I mean threw the lantern like he was throwing a dodgeball. Yeah, that was how bad. But unfortunately, it hit me hard. I felt the pain, but there was no cut. It didn't stop there. My dad kept on shouting, scolding, that he has warned us not to turn on the fan. He has warned us not to touch any house appliances. It was a lot that morning. It wasn't even about the fan that was my anger. It was that someone could wake up that early in the morning and still have the energy to start shouting. You have not even done your morning devotion. Guys, it didn't stop there. The next thing my dad said, we should come and lie down there. If we don't say the truth, that he will keep flogging us. My dad has done a lot of things to me, to my brother, to my mom, but I don't know why I keep remembering that one. I do remember others, but anytime I remember what my dad did to me, this one comes first. My dad kept on flogging me. Blood was gushing out from my arms and on my breast. I kept on asking myself if I was actually this man's daughter, because it didn't make any sense to me. I will continue this story some other time. But you might be asking or wondering if I still have my dad in my life. I still have him in my life. Also, you might be asking if we have a smooth relationship. We don't have a smooth relationship as for now, but it's no longer as bad as how it used to be. So guys, I'll see you guys later. I have other stories to share with you guys. If you want to hear more of my stories, you can indicate on the comment section. And if you have similar stories like this, not having a smooth relationship with either your dad or your mom, You can also share that on the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you. Hi guys, please say something to my people.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Isn't it family? Good to be on your screen. It's an amazing opportunity to meet Ezinne in person and have one-on-one conversations with her over mail. I hope that she implements everything we have said concerning YouTube.
Definitely.
And I believe that with all that said, your channel should start seeing better traction.
Thank you.
May the right audience find your channel.
Amen. Guys, I'm so happy to meet up with her. We've been speaking on the phone for a very long time, and she has been very helpful. When I mean very helpful, write the very in capital letter. She has been very, very helpful. And eventually we've set out this date. We've been saying we'll meet. A lot of things has been happening, but eventually today
is the day.
And I'm so happy to meet her. Guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.